Namaste, everybody. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Becoming with Neo. This week's video, we are going to go through a yoga flow together. It will be a 20 to 30 minute yoga sequence focusing on opening the heart space, okay? Opening the front part of the body. I really love this sequence because it leaves me feeling a lot taller and just a lot more open in my heart. It welcomes that sense of compassion for myself and for others as I go through my day. Completely beginner friendly. So if this is your first time ever practicing yoga, I really hope you enjoy this. And yeah, without further ado, we'll get into it. So we are going to begin with our eyes closed, just in a seated position, closing down the eyes and just welcoming softness into the body. Just allow the shoulders to drop away from the ears, the spine to become long, and just the legs to rest comfortably on the mat. Now, can you just start to soften the arms, soften your eyelids, soften the space in between your eyebrows. And once your whole body is soft and relaxed, we can bring our awareness now to our breath. Together, we'll take a deep, long breath in through the nose and release with a full exhale out the mouth. We'll do that 3 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Now we're going to place one palm on the heart center space. So I'm trying to not put my hand on my mic. And then the other palm we're going to place on the belly. Now just start to envision in your mind's eye the color green. So this is the color of your heart chakra. This is the center of love, compassion, and that ability to receive. And just in your mind's eye, envision the color green. Now we're just going to imagine that we are inhaling that color green in through the nose. And we're exhaling it into the heart space. Inhale through the nose into the heart. And exhale. One more round. Inhale. And exhale. Now before we get into the physical practice, I'd like us all to affirm the words, I love myself dearly. I love myself dearly. And just feel that love for yourself in your heart. Maybe sometimes this can be so hard for us to say to ourselves that we love ourselves, but it's so important that you do. I love myself dearly. And then when you're ready, blink open the eyes and let's come to the space. We're going to meet in our tabletop all fours, stacking your shoulders in line with your wrists and your hips in line with your knees. On your inhale, let's just drop the belly, arch the spine. Find that cow pose. Lift your gaze, open up the throat, and just open up the heart as you peel your shoulders back. On your exhale, we're just going to round through the spine, coming into cat. Now tuck your pelvis, press the earth away. Inhale for your cow. Exhale for cat. Now as you find cat, imagine you're protecting the heart. And as you find your cow, just open up the heart. Welcome that sense of vulnerability. One more round. Beautiful. Now we're just going to meet in that neutral tabletop, extending that left leg long and reach your right arm forward and just hold here. Can you start to pull your belly in towards your spine? So engaging your core, press that left palm into the earth and just become a little bit taller. Press out of your left hand. Take one more breath in. One more breath out. Now from here, let's bend into that left knee. We're going to sweep the right arm back and catch our left foot with our right hand. Now can you just press slightly into your hand and start to feel that pull in your right shoulder. Nice. Now you can stay here. If you have a tiger practice, maybe you can start to lift that left leg higher, but you don't really need to. Now lift through the crown of the head. Feel the opening in the heart. Squeeze the back body, engage your core. Final breath in. And exhale. Let's release. I don't know about you guys, but that felt quite strong. Now we're going to take it to the opposite side. Extend that right leg back and reach that left arm forward. Now can you press out of your right palm? Just lift a little bit taller here, engaging your core, finding that sense of balance, and start to connect to that steady part within yourself. So within all of us lies our center, the part of ourselves that we can always come back to, that's steady, that's unshakable, that's strong. Final breath in and breath out. Now bend your right knee. I'm going to sweep that left arm back, catch your right foot with that left hand, and then gently start to press into that left hand. Press the foot into the hand, lift the crown of the head, and as you press the foot into the hand, start to feel that pull in the left arm and just the left part of your chest open. Beautiful. Once again, you can always lift up that right thigh if you would like to, but I'm going to stay right here. Final breath in and exhale. Release. Beautiful. Now we are coming into our puppy pose. For this pose, you want to keep the hips in line with your knees, and knees in line with your hips. And then all we're going to do is start to extend the arms long. Extend the arms long, keeping your hips in line with your knees, and just melt your heart towards the earth. You can either choose to rest on your chin or you can rest on your forehead. Now, you want to try and open up the heart as much as possible. Try and open up the heart as much as possible, maybe by drawing the heart space towards your mat a little bit more. And just extend and reach through the fingertips a little bit more. Breathing in and out of the nose. Also just stretching and working that upper spine. Maybe even your mid-spine here. Deep breath in. And let the breath go. Beautiful. Now, from here, let's just bring the forearms down to the mat. And we're just going to come down onto our bellies. We're finding Sphinx. For your Sphinx, just draw those elbows in towards your rib cage. And keep your arms at about a 90-degree angle. Lift through the crown of the head. Peel those shoulders back. So again, bring that focus to your heart space. Peel that chest open. Shine your heart. Open yourself up to receiving. You can close down the eyes. Inhale. Exhale. Relax your glutes, relax your back body. Inhale. Exhale. Final round. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Now, we're just going to lower the chest here. Bring your palms underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes. And we're going to press up into a downward facing dog. First downward dog of the day here. You can maybe off the practice. Most certainly first down dog of the practice, maybe of the day. Pedal out your feet. Drop your heels from side to side. Whatever you need to do here, finding that. And then meeting me in stillness whenever you're ready. Spread your fingers wide and gently grip the earth with your fingertips. Start to draw your chest towards your thighs and just let the heels hang heavy, bending the knees as much as you need. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Now we're going to look to the top of the mat. We're going to step our feet in between the hands. Inhale, take a halfway lift, flat spine, chest is forward. Exhale, forward. Inhale, reach your arms up towards the ceiling. And then on your exhale, we're going to turn the palms forward and cactus the arms. Bend the elbows at 90 degrees and lift the chest. Draw the shoulder blades towards one another. We'll do that 2 more times. Inhale. Exhale. Squeeze the shoulder blades, open up the heart. Inhale. Exhale. Last round. Inhale. And exhale, hold it here, open up the heart, lift it up, beautiful. Take another breath in. And on your exhale, bring the hands to the heart center space, touch into chest, samastitihi. And just relax your shoulders, relax the face, relax your breath. Inhale. Exhale. Coming back to that love for yourself, that compassion for yourself. I love myself dearly. Inhale. Exhale. Beautiful. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold, chest to the thighs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant the palms. We're going to step back into a high plank. Now from this high plank, we're going to hug those triceps back and lower all the way down onto the belly. You can always drop the knees if you would like, all the way down onto the belly. I'm going to move this block out of the way. We're finding a striking cobra. Bring your fingertips to the edges of the mat with your elbows pointing up. On your inhale, we're going to lift the chest up, look forward. Exhale, lower nice and slow. 2 more like that. Inhale. And exhale. Last round. Inhale. And exhale. Beautiful. Bring your palms underneath the shoulders. Tuck your toes. And step back to downward facing dog. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right leg to the sky, 3-legged dog. Keep your hips on the same level. And on your exhale, step your foot through to your right thumb. If you can't get it all the way there, just use your hand to help you out. Drop your left knee down. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, we're going to sweep those arms back, interlacing the fingers. Now, if you haven't already, we're just going to untuck our back toes and sink low into the lunge. Beautiful. Now start to lift up your heart as you pull the arms away from the body. Lift up the heart, draw the belly in. Lift up your gaze, open up the throat. Deep breath in. Breath out. 1 more breath, inhale. And exhale, releasing the lunge. We're going to straighten the front leg, coming up on your right heel, flexing your toes, and we're just going to bow. half Hanuman. Bowing here. If this isn't working for you, if you're struggling for balance, you can always bring your fingertips down on the mat. Deep breath in, breath out. Inhale. And exhale, slowly releasing the twist. Ooh, my balance is a bit off. And bringing your fingertips down to the earth. Bending that front knee once again. And let's step back to a high plank. Take a breath in. On your exhale, hug your triceps back and lower all the way down into the belly. Remember, you can drop down onto the knees if you would like. Coming back to that striking cobra, just 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last round, inhale, lift. Exhale, lower. Beautiful. Palms come underneath your shoulders. Tuck your toes and press back to downward facing dog. Let's do that on the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Make sure that the hips are on the same level, belly in. Exhale, step through to your left thumb. Again, you can always use your hand here to help you bring that foot up there. Drop your back knee down and tuck your back toes. Inhale, reach your arms up to the ceiling. And then on your exhale, sweep them behind you. Interlace your fingers, maybe opposite thumb on top this time. Now we're going to sink into this lunge. Beautiful. Now on your next breath in, start to draw your arms away from the body. Lift your gaze up. Then you want to draw the belly in to just get you a little bit taller, to create space to bend even more. Deep breath in. Breath out. Final round, inhale. And exhale, slowly releasing the lunge, straightening the front leg. So a little bit of balancing work here. Coming up onto that left heel and flexing your toes. Take a breath in. And exhale, we're just going to fold over that straight leg. If you're struggling for your balance, once again, you can always bring your fingertips down onto the mat. Deep breath in. Breath out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, slowly release the bind behind you. Bring your fingertips down into the mat. Come back through your lunge. Plant your palms and then step back to your high plank. Take a breath in. On your exhale, wrap your triceps back. We're going to lower all the way down into the belly. To 2 rounds of striking cobra. Inhale. Lift. Exhale. Lower. Inhale, lift. And exhale, lower. Beautiful. Bring your palms underneath the shoulders. And then we're going to press back into a child's pose. Maybe you're resting your belly on top of the thighs here. Maybe your knees are as wide as the mat. Drop your forearms down to the earth. And just come back to the breath. Notice how your body is feeling. And just begin to extend through your breath. Extend your inhales, extend your exhales. Coming back to that affirmation, I love myself dearly. And just feeling that in every cell of your body, feeling that love. Whenever you're ready, let's just come down onto our backs. Now we're just going to find a couple twists here and then come into our Shavasana. So extend your arms to a capital T, keep your knees bent, take a breath in. And on your exhale, let's just drop the knees to the right. If it feels comfortable for your neck, you can turn your gaze to the left. Otherwise, your gaze towards the ceiling is fine. Stay centered and connected to your breath. Stay centered and connected to the different sensations in the body. Deep breath in, breath out. Slowly bring the knees back to the center. Inhale, breath. And on your exhale, drop your knees to the left, either keeping your gaze toward the ceiling or you can turn to face your right arm. It might feel nice to have the eyes closed for the remaining moments of the practice. And just focusing on whatever is going on right now in the present. Not judging yourself for anything, just observing. Slowly come back to the center. We're just going to hug those knees into the chest and just wrap our arms around the legs. Give ourselves a nice cuddle. Maybe just rock from side to side, massaging your spine. Just receive love from yourself. Receive affection from yourself. Slowly come back to the center. Take a breath in. Draw the forehead towards the knees. And on your exhale, extend out into the biggest version of yourself. Extend the arms out, extend the legs out. Arriving in your final resting pose, Shavasana. This is your moment to truly integrate your practice. Moment to give yourself permission to travel to the far corners of the mind and to meet the most deepest parts of yourself. To release what needs to be released, whether that's shame, whether that's self-criticism, and just welcome compassion. Remember that you deserve your love too. Allow the body to relax. Let the bones drop back into the body. Relaxing every muscle in the face. And just feeling every cell in your body. Every tingle, every vibration. And please, you can stay here for as long as you need. But if you would like to continue with the rest of your day, just inviting some movements into the body. Maybe finding that big morning stretch. Imagine that's the first time you're ever waking up. Meeting me in a comfortable seat with the eyes closed if you can. Connecting the palms at the heart center space in Anjali Mudra and just bowing your chin toward the chest as a gesture of gratitude. And take a moment to appreciate yourself. Perhaps you can affirm to yourself, I appreciate myself. Hope that you are all feeling much lighter in the mind and the heart space, stronger in the body and freer in the spirit. Loka samasta sukuna bhavantu. May all beings everywhere be happy and free. Namaste. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. I don't know about you guys, but I'm feeling quite relaxed. Yeah, thanks for tuning in. I will see you all next week.